Hey everybody, welcome back to Creating Scenery from Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is an update where we're at, or where I'm at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. I know I introduced that in the last video and did some, just some fun vertex editing, on the tower, but this video's going to specifically talk about the effort that I'm trying to put together to create Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. I've already sent out an invite on my Facebook group, which is my Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 SDK and Scenery. If you're not a member of that group, send me a go there, send me a request to join, and I'll be glad to add you. We have a lot of fantastic scenery creators that are in that group. So if you have any questions and stuff, they can help you out. Let's specifically talk about the project. So you guys can understand what has already been done, that I've done to set things up. Okay, so there are two primary websites that give you up-to-date information in terms of up-to-date aerial photography for you to use as reference, knowing that Google Earth has a huge cycle. Now, being a cartographer, a map maker, or a geographic information systems professional in my real life, I understand Google's process of updating their aerial photography. Okay, I know it well. Same goes for Terraformer, which is now Bing Maps. But I understand how they do it. And they cannot update the entire Earth as soon as new imagery comes available. It takes them a lot of time to acquire that data from the sources and put it into their database. All right, so I go directly to the source of who pays the bills for those aerial photography. Okay, and that is usually at the local government level. So the county is if you're not in the United States, a county is the smallest. Well, it's not the smallest. A township is actually the smallest, but a county is let's say the smallest powerful governmental entity here in the United States. You have the federal government, you have the state. Inside the state, you have counties. Inside the counties, you have townships and cities. Okay, that's how the hierarchy works. Okay, but aerial photography is paid for by the taxpayers in the county. Okay, and usually the programs for aerial photography are every 2 years. Okay, if the county cannot afford it, then they usually go 4 years. All right, the worst case is every 10 years, but they are mandated. The county assessors / appraisers, whatever you want to call them, the people that keep track of all the real estate that's in a county, they are required by law to update their aerial photographies within, I believe, 4 years is the mandate, but most counties do it every 2 years. All right, so they fly those missions, and depending on their budget, depends on the resolution of those images. I think they're required to be at least 3-foot resolution but most places get 6-inch resolution. Some places get 3-inch resolution. All right, so in a nutshell, that's how that's why Google Earth isn't up to date. All right, or Bing Maps or whatever. Okay, but I am at the source right now. So here's an example. We are talking about Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. The ICAO is Kilo Foxtrot Oscar, in the sim anyway, in real life too. But here's the airfield, and I have the links to these GIS sites in the Discord, which I'll put a link in the description of this video. Plus, you can go to the Facebook group and also find the link there. But I am at Greene County, Ohio's GIS page, where you can zoom in and do property searches and stuff like that. Now, this particular area, here is the airfield. This is Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And remember, part of this project is the Air Force Museum, which is a series of gigantic Quonset huts. All right. And inside these buildings is every aircraft ever used in the United States Air Force, whether it's experimental or whether it was a production product. Plus, they also have a rocket place. Matter of fact, this round building right here is where they have the rockets, missiles, that kind of stuff, ICBM copies, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is the United States Air Force Museum. Hundreds of aircraft inside these gigantic Quonset hut buildings. All right, so this is actually part of the project. All right, so we'll need somebody to make these Quonset buildings, and maybe some people making some airplanes that were part of the United States Air Force. B-52s, B-2 bombers, there's one in there, F-22s, F-15, 16s, you name it, it's in there. Okay, but like I said, the Air Force Museum is in a different county. It's right across the border. The border is like up here. All right, so the Air Force Museum is in Montgomery County, and there's also a link to that so you can see the buildings if you want to work on the buildings and the old airstrip that they have down here. Okay, let's look at Greene County, and I'll tell you what has already been done. I have already done the runways, the main runway and the auxiliary runway. I have done the approach lights. I have already done all the taxiways, and I have already put in many parking spaces for military combat and military cargo. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in, and I'm using their site. I'm not using Google Earth. I use Google Earth to get some three-dimensional measurements if I can't find them elsewhere. But you can use their GIS and actually get measurements and a top-down view. Okay, so you can use the measuring tools that they have available to measure your buildings, okay? Just like you would in Google Earth, okay? But I think most of you guys know how to use these kind of tools, all right? But let's talk about what I've already done, all right? So I am currently working on the passenger terminal and the tower, which are connected together. This is also the field operations building. So it's pretty much the administrative building for flight operations. It's not the Air Force base's headquarters, but it's for the flight operations. So I have this building in progress, And I also have on the other side of the field where the C-17s are, I do have these two hangars in process as well. All right, so as you can see, there's plenty of hangars to choose from if you want to be part of this project. There's the fire station that sits right here, and there's some other buildings, hangars and stuff here. There's a lot of administrative buildings that you can model if you would like to be part of this project. There's the fuel tank farm sitting over here. Now, another thing that I would like to do in this project is, I have these cargo pads sitting here too. These are called hot cargo pads. All right, but I would like to make, instead of using in-sim, I want to make custom taxiway signs. Okay, I don't want to use the sim taxiway signs. So if you want to build taxiway signs, you can model those, and we can put those into the sim. So anyway, yeah, this is just an update. This is an invite for everybody to get involved in making this Air Force base. Hopefully, I mean, I can do it alone, but, you know, I want to give you guys a chance, especially a lot of you guys that are getting into this senior creation. We can work together, kind of help you with your modeling abilities. I'd really love some of you veteran creators to contribute to this project. I'm not getting paid for this, okay? I'm putting this out for freeware, and I just want to see, you know, how this community of creators can work together to create our own product. You know what I'm saying? We're all in this together. It's all fun. All right. Anyway, this is an update. Like I said, I'm working on the main PAX terminal and these two hangars right off the bat. I already have the infrastructure of the airport completed. So you guys that hate to do taxiways and stuff like that. The other thing that I have not done, all right, I have the layout for the runways and the taxiways. I have not put surfaces down yet. And I would like to use custom textures to do that. So if you want to do, if you want to add some custom textures for the groundwork, that would be fantastic. If you don't want to do boring buildings and stuff like that, and you want to tackle static aircraft, you are more than welcome to. I really enjoy having that. This field is primarily a C-17 Globemaster field. As you can see right here, there's 5 sitting out in the open right now. I think I'm trying to remember. I think this is 2020 aerial photography. I think. I can't remember. Let me take a look over here and see what it is. Not getting that off of their site, but I think it's 2020. I don't think it's 2021 right now. 2023. Anyway, it is like I said, it's primarily an air transport Air Force base. There are some combat aircraft, but I can't be for certain that they are completely stationed here. But like I said, it's airlift is its primary use. It's also the cyber security headquarters for the United States Air Force, but we're not going to get into that. I mean, obviously. And I think I haven't found out for sure, but this might also be the headquarters for the Space Force. Somebody leave comments if you know exactly if that was passed or not, if Wright-Patterson was actually chosen. I think it was, but I'm not 100% positive. Yeah, if you want to do a golf course, there's the base off golf course sitting down here. Anyway, I really invite you guys to participate in this project. Join the Discord. And a caveat on the Discord, I'm still learning Discord in terms of being an administrator of Discord. I have Discord. I belong to a bunch of Discords, and I know how to be a user, but I'm still learning to be an administrator. So be patient, be kind, and don't smack me upside the head too many times. Anyway, I hope this finds everybody well. I hope you're having fun creating scenery. If you're just new into it, you can do simple things. You know, look around, see what's on there. If you want to make signs, it doesn't matter. It's based on your skill, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm not asking for perfection, because no way am I a perfection. Am I perfect at making my scenery? You guys, I see you work. I see your products every single day, and you guys are awesome. And you guys do fantastic work. Even though I do a lot of tutorials, I still learn from you guys as well. So I hope you guys get on board with this project, and hope to see you on Discord, and join the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 SDK and Scenery group. And hey, let's see where we go from here. Anyway, have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you later. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.